Aloha, Ohana Tribe of Light. Aloha, Tribe of Light. Welcome. It is Friday, the 24th of November, 2017. I was guided to show this card, and I have a whole bunch of information and downloads for us today from my higher self and source, from my team of light, and I was guided to show this card. There's a lot of planetary cycles impacting all of you and me, whether you're a twin flame, a starseed, a light worker. So welcome, everyone. And my name is Tracy, also known as PinkBella. My business is PinkBella Aloha Therapy. I am a blue illumined twin flame, but I also am connected to all the other rays. Pink, as you know, you can see that's why my business is called PinkBella. And I am, my grid point of light and anchoring and activations is here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And I send love and light to all of you. If you've been a subscriber and been following me for a long time, thank you so much. And for returning and sharing, subscribing, and also giving a thumbs up, I appreciate that. And for all of you that are finding this video whenever you find it, and or you find my YouTube station, thank you for subscribing and for reaching out as well. I do have Facebook and Instagram, and all the information is below in the comments. And I will share this. This is a YouTube live today, but I will share it on Facebook later. So thank you also so much. I hope everyone, all my friends in the US, had a beautiful Thanksgiving yesterday. And don't forget, there is a Hot Pink Friday specials on all my sessions and readings on my website. The information's below, and it's on my website. It's ready to go, and it's going to be wrapping up tomorrow. So just wanted to let you all know about that, okay? So I have received downloads, and I have received, was guided to show you this card. And I did have a question about twin flames and who's together and who isn't, and specific about my union, and I feel that that might have been from someone new. So I'm going to show, there was a reading this week, and if I'll go back and edit it and put the reading down below as well. But this card came forward for the reading this week, and it's such a perfect divine union and partnership card. Relationships are assignments for optimal growth and healing. And that's what the twin flame journey and divine partnerships are all about right now. We came here as twin flames, as starseeds, as light workers to bust the 3D templates of relationships. Connecting and meeting with our twin flame and being with our twin flame for a while, or our divine partner, brings up and out all the 3D relationship templates of neediness, of impatience, of control. Until that's all up and out and gone from both souls, the twin couple is unable to be together at this time. And it's being divinely orchestrated. There are waves. If any of you have read Dolores Cannon's work, the 3 wave of light workers, there's 3 waves of starseeds, there's 3 waves of twin flames as well. That applies to all of us. So just know that you and your union are on a completely separate journey than anyone else's union. Your higher selves and source of the universe are working with you to facilitate the best time to come together, to stay together, and also to let you know there are twin flame partners that are together. They're just not in the public eye. And I have had clients that have been coming forward sharing that with me, and I'm so grateful. And it just brings just a burst of hope and love in my heart, knowing that twin flame couples are starting to come together more and more. So I'm going to show this card again at the end, but this is so beautiful. Relationships are assignments for optimal growth and healing. So my personal journey, maybe it's time to share a little bit of my personal journey again, because there are new subscribers. And I do have a Blu-ray diary that I created last summer. So maybe what I'll do is I'll group that together and put that below as well in the comments. But my journey started in 2010. That was just part of my journey. My journey started when I was a child, when I incarnated. And I already realized I had been here before. Even as a child, I was communicating with animals, the animals in the house as well. I was telepathing with them. And then we, as a family, were blessed to go to Hawaii when I was 7, and that was a game changer, because that was immediately, it was home. And I cried when we left. And years going by, anytime I get a chance, I will go to the islands, and I'm so grateful. And it is my connection to Lemuria, and it's been bringing back my healing abilities and my Lemurian divine feminine abilities. Greece and Europe was my gift the first time when was the first time I went? I think I was 20 years old, and I'm grateful for that as well. I went backpacking through Europe with a friend, and Greece and a specific island where my twin is home. And anytime I've been able to get a chance to go there, I have been going there off and on every few years. Didn't know about the twin flame journey. None of us did. Connected with my twin in 2010. And it has been a roller coaster for the last 7 years, but I am so grateful and gratitude for meeting my twin, because I started to have more of my intuitive gifts every time we saw each other and spent time together. And I became PinkBella, Aloha Therapy. I became the intuitive soul that I am to assist you all. So for that, I'm grateful. There's also, I'm going to do another video. I'm not sure when, but I'm going to do the difference between twin flame journeys, about the twins that are able to be together right now, twins that are not able to be together because of emotional situations and healing that either twins may be going through, and twins that may not be able to be together because one or both twins are still in a karmic partnership. I'm in category 3. And the reason I'm doing it so well and I'm so happy and joyful is because I accepted that my beloved twin needs this part of his journey to sort out that part of his life. And it has nothing to do with the love that we feel for one another, but it's that unconditional love and releasing and surrendering. Earlier this year, I surrendered everything to our higher selves and source in the universe, knowing that the reunion, a lot of us are being paired for reunion, is occurring, but that I am patient, and I am on my self-love mastery and my soul mission. And those are key priorities for my journey right now, and for the journey of my beloved and many of your beloveds who are in karmic situations. It is their journey to find self-love and their connection to source. And through that, they will find their way back to the union. And for those of you who have not met your twin flame, that's coming when both of you are ready. Your higher selves will arrange it. Okay, so that's how I started to assist twin flames. We don't have to be together with our twin flame to assist, because I've been on this journey with and without my twin my whole life. I've been healing and going through my own personal activations and journeys to remember about healing and crystals and angels and different types of energy and quantum healing and sacred geometry and astrology now to assist all of you. And that's been part of my own personal journey. And so hopefully that answers the question, but I will do a separate video at some point, okay? So I'm actually doing this this is YouTube Live, but I'm actually doing it on Google Hangouts, and I'm not sure if I can chat with all of you. If you pop on and you're able to say hi to me, please do, because I do have the group chat up, and if I can answer questions, I will. And if not, I'll have to figure out how to do that. But for now, the easiest way to do a YouTube Live is through Google Hangouts, so that's what I'm doing today. So beautiful souls, where to start? Okay. So Neptune went direct after 6 months on November 22nd, just a few days ago, 11/22. And I felt a shift this week. I kept getting messages about the 22nd, but I wasn't exactly sure until yesterday. So my new component that I'm going to start to bring into sessions, and I haven't brought all the components in and given you what it's going to be called yet, but that's coming in the next few days, I feel it, is I'm actually going to be asking for your birth date and time to pull some chart information for you on your journey. And then I'm also, if you are with your twin flame or in contact and you have your twins information, I'll be offering a session as well, specifically for twin flames. But Neptune direct on 11/22 was a big movement for all of us. Usually we're delayed because of Mercury retrograde, but Neptune was in retrograde for 6 months, and my understanding is that does happen every 6 months, but this 6 months was key. And the message that I got downloaded with today was it was connected to the solar eclipse in August. So basically the message that I got this morning is those of us who had a big choice of a fork in the road around the solar eclipse or just after, and that was in August this past year, August 21st, you chose a new timeline if you chose you and you chose self-love. And even if you did afterwards, you had the last 3 months to go through situations for self-love mastery. And I as well went through a lot with all of you on a personal level in August. And I did choose me again. And I remember thinking when the situation was unfolding, I remember feeling, why is this happening? Why have I created this in my reality? And the message I got from my higher self was, you have all the tools to choose self-love. Will you do it? Will you choose you? And I did, and I jumped timelines. So for many of you have switched timelines, and that means your union and your reunion is coming closer. And even if you've just done that recently, even if you finally have had to let go of trying to awaken your twin flame and or trying to force something in your life, and you've let go and you've surrendered, that choice alone has raised you up and you have activated to another timeline, okay? So I definitely, what I got was, for those of us who chose a new timeline on the 21st, our integration is complete. We completed on the 21st of November. So your integration and your preparation for your union and reunion is a go. It's the unions are moving forward. Okay, so, and what is Neptune about? Neptune is about, it'll come to me. It was just there. Neptune is definitely about us going inward and releasing a lot of things that have been hidden. And when it goes direct, there's a lot of sort of mental confusion and like you've awoken to another reality, and that's what Neptune direct. It's also, I feel, has been preventing many of you from moving forward in your life on your soul missions. But the message this week was, especially for the Divine Masculine, it's a go now. The doors that have been closed now will start to open, and that's for all of you, and that's as well for the twin flame unions, okay? So it's a go now. It's going to take a little bit, maybe this next week, just for the Neptune moving forward, because it's stationary at the moment, to integrate, but everything's a go now. Okay, the next, there's lots and lots of gateways and information coming in. Let me just see. Okay, I'll go into that a little bit more. All right. So the other gateways that are coming up that are super, super important for all of us, we have a super full moon in Gemini starting December 3rd. So what does a super full moon mean? A super full moon means a full moon gateway, quadruple energy. So there's going to be a lot of you feeling it. It is in my sign, Gemini, which should be a little bit more comfortable, but Mercury's also going retrograde that day. And Mercury is the planet that resides over Gemini and Virgo. So I feel if any of you have Gemini, Virgo, Mercury in your chart, you're going to be feeling the super full moon. And it is a gateway. And all of you who email me and you feel the separation from your twin and from source through the full moons and new moons, I'm just giving you a heads up about that as well, all right? The Mercury retrograde will go on for a couple of weeks. For some of us, we're already in the retrograde energy. I mean, I feel like I've been having technology issues for a couple of weeks, and I've also been tidying up things and completing things as well. So some of you might feel like you're going back and researching and doing some paperwork and doing some updates to your website and that sort of thing. So I've been doing that as well. The other big, huge gateways in December, we have a 12-12 gateway coming up on December 12th, and then we have the solstice, December 21st. Those are massive gateways for both divine feminines and masculines, whether you're a twin flame, a starseed, or a light worker. Everyone is going through full template integration, full unification of the divine feminine and masculine. And I was given the information that your third eye and your crown chakras, so the 6th and the 7th chakras, are going to be receiving a massive rewrite, light codes. More of your intuitive abilities will be coming online. And this is, and I definitely know for the divine masculine, this is going to be a big month. December is going to be a big month for you. Okay, because the message that came through was more divine masculines are going to awaken to their spiritual abilities within their own personal spiritual journey, their connection to source. And those divine masculines who maybe haven't known that they're a twin flame, or they know who their twin is, but they've been blocking their abilities and blocking the information, that's going to open up now in December. Okay, awesomeness. All right, and then let me see. So yeah, so I know a soul asked about the separations, why there's separations. So they're all being divinely orchestrated. So I want to share with all of you that I went through a very difficult time at first being separated from my twin. I would say once we met in 2010, the distance between us, just 6,000 miles apart, seemed horrendous. It seemed horrific. It seemed like we'd never see each other again, or we weren't going to ever be able to connect. And that turned out to be false. So those are some of the beliefs that our ego will give us about, oh my gosh, Because what I started to realize as my journey started to unfold was that he and I specifically planned it to be that far apart. His pillar of light needs to be in Greece. My pillar of light needs to be here in Canada. We're both activating and following our own personal path at this time. Has it been difficult at times for the separation? Of course. And even the last time I saw my twin in September 2016, so grateful. We were together through 2 eclipses and the equinox, and we absolutely activated and rebooted each other and reset everything. I came back to Canada and I was so sad for quite a while, for a couple of months. But then I started to have a deeper connection with my higher self and source in the universe, and to help all of you. I realized I'd gone through another reboot. I realized that more light codes and sacred geometry codes have been shared between the both of us, and how grateful I was. It felt to me like he and I had unified and healed all lifetimes. That the only thing now that there's a few hurdles. Obviously, there's always hurdles with the twin flame journey, but the only hurdles now are about my beloved's journey back to source and his higher self and his abilities. And I wish him all the best for that. And I absolutely am super open and excited to our reconnection and reunion when it's time. But for now, I'm at peace and I'm just loving every day, and I love my life, and I love to connect with all of you. I'm so grateful. Okay, so I did write down that there are the separations. There are emotional separations because some twins are in the same city and town, but one or both of the twins are not vibrationally ready to be together. There's karmic partnerships, which I just shared about. And why is that? Because that soul, that was their choice in their journey. They came to clear up karma with their family lineage, with that person. And that is going to get wrapped up, but it'll be wrapped up based on their time frame. And there's also the physical distance. For some of us, we chose like thousands of miles to be apart. And at first I was like, why would we agree to this? Well, I mean, I look back on my life, how amazing is it that the first island in Greece that I fell in love with at 20 is the island where my twin flame is. So I constantly was being called to go back there. So, you know, this is how beautiful our journey is. And we are in gratitude for the gifts that we're given at the time we're given them. For some souls, you haven't met your twin flame yet. And that's why those of us who are on a twin flame journey, if you have met your twin, be in gratitude for that, because many souls haven't connected with their twin, or many souls, maybe their twin hasn't incarnated in this lifetime and they're feeling the pain of that separation. Okay. It definitely is a spiritual journey. It definitely is the higher self in the 5th dimension coming down into our physical bodies. It's a spiritual journey and activation to awaken both parties to their fullest potential in this lifetime. Okay. So for those of us who know that we're being prepared for the reunion stage, I know that I am, and any of you who felt a complete merge before the 1111 gateway or this month, you are being prepared for your reunion. And let's say you have reconnected with your twin and it hasn't unfolded into anything. Don't worry about it. Release the worry. Surrender. Let it go. Ask the higher self and source in the universe to take over. Live your life. Start your soul mission. Be happy and joyful every day. Okay? And just ask source and your higher self to take care of the twin flame journey for you. But those of us who know that we've had an incredible merge recently, and there's been like a reactivation of our journey, it's because we have unified in 5D. And both parties are together in 5D, and the downloads have been about receiving and releasing the old programs, and that's what's been going on since Jupiter went into Scorpio. And since the new moon in Scorpio, there's been a lot of detoxing from myself as well. Some patterns have come up that I thought I had released. So everybody's been going through a lot of deep, deep healing and releasing it, seeing the old patterns, seeing the hidden patterns of the ego that need to be dissolved. And this is happening for your twin as well. And it's about us all remembering again who we are and that we're on this journey. So many twins are coming together. Many more will come together in the coming days, weeks, and months. And we will just go with the flow and do what we came here to do. But what I want to share with you is that many of you are ready to start your soul mission and move on with your soul mission. And those who have been blocked, just know that that's all going to start for you now as well, okay? So you can kind of revisit some of your ideas, etc., and just see what happens. Okay, so I was going to pull cards for people because of the group chat's not working, so I'll just pull a couple and just say hi to everyone. Okay, so there's lots of information, and again, if any of you wish to book a session to help integrate what's already been happening, the planetary cycles, because our chakras are all connected to the planetary cycles, and I do offer chakra balances, 12 chakra integration and balances for every reading and session. All the information is below, and the pink hot sale is on my website. All right. So I'm going to pull 3 cards for all of us today. And this is from this beautiful deck that's appeared back in my life called Mystical Wisdom. And it is written by Gay Guthrie, and the artwork is by Josephine Wall. And Josephine Wall does amazing artwork because I have a few of her decks, her artwork actually. Okay. They're so beautiful. I'm just like looking at the artwork going, wow. Oh, this one card brought, I picked 4. Okay, I picked 5. Because a couple of them are like worded interestingly, and I wanted to make sure that I got some more information about them. Okay. So the first card that came forward is sensuality. Express your sensuality. And I know for many of you, the sacral chakra has been cleared out, activated. That's where all the neediness is, like the old vibrations of neediness and lust and control. And that's what 3D relationships used to be. What else came forward? There's another card that came forward. 7 deadly sins, humanity's destructive traits. So this is exactly what we've been releasing out of our chakra systems. All the belief systems around sins and all the belief systems as a human being that we thought were wrong. So that's all been coming to the surface. Creativity, that's the elevation of the sacral. Your sacral, especially if you're divine feminine, the sacral is your creative energy center, and it's also where your abundance is activated and how you ground to the earth. For the divine masculine, again, your sacral is getting elevated so that you as well can create and be more intuitive. So everything's being raised to the heart chakra. So the other beautiful messages for everyone are, the first one is peacock, raise your standards. And what came to me today, the reminder today, what for this journey for self-love mastery is to know your value, to know your worth. That's self-love, to know your worthiness. So if you've been trying to get the attention of your twin or someone else, know that you have graduated to your self-worth now, and know your worthiness. And that's what the whole raising our standards is we don't just jump into everything anymore, and we don't try and pull and push at our twin flame or our divine partner. We raise our standards, know our worth, and we treat ourselves with love and compassion every single day. Okay. Creative wonderment, follow your passion. So that's around the sacral. If you can see, it's beautiful pink color. It's very, see? So your creativity right now is important. That will elevate your sacral. Doing something creative will elevate your sacral, okay? And then finally, self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. Absolutely. You know, for a lot of the divine feminine, the programming has been about, if I'm not worth somebody, if I'm not with my twin, there's no point. If I'm not with someone, I'm not seen by society as okay. Many of us have pushed past that, but that's pushing past all the fears, the old fears and belief systems around being solo. It's okay to fly solo. That's how you find your self-reliance, your empowerment, and your worthiness. All right. Same for divine masculine. Some of you may be in karmic partnerships because it's like a comfy blanket and you don't want to fly solo. Don't be afraid to fly solo. Listen to your intuition, listen to your ideas, and just go with it. You're being called up. You're all being called up for your soul mission, your light. All right, so I'm going to show that one card one more time because I love it so much. Remember, relationships are assignments for optimal growth and healing. And that's from the Miracles Now deck by Gabrielle Bernstein. Okay, beautiful souls, I'm going to sign off. Thank you so much. Again, if you would like to book a session or reading, specials are on my website. I look forward to working with you all. Love and aloha. Have a beautiful, beautiful Friday. Bye, everyone.